Hi, this is Real Men Unscripted with D&D, Derek and Domingo. We hope you enjoy this podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Men Unscripted. I'm Derek.
I'm Domingo. Welcome back. How was your mini vacation?
What vacation? I'm going tomorrow.
So am I. I'm leaving Friday.
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow to Sunday to Utah to a water park with.
To get baptized?
Yeah, no. But so, all right. So last time we did some politics. It was about.
I think we do politics all the time.
No, not really. But Biden has now, I don't think on our episodes, he had stepped down.
No, not yet.
So now, amazingly, all of a sudden, Harris, I don't know how Harris can be the nominee when they haven't even gone next month to have. So I don't know how they can do that. I don't know where all Biden's money. I mean, when they say she raised $200 million in 24 hours, was that because she got all of Biden's money given to her? I don't know if they can legally do that.
Yeah, that I don't know.
We don't know who her VP is. What about the guy that actually ran against Biden?
She can't get a VP
and won some delegates.
Yeah, but she can't get
a VP
until she goes to the Democratic National Convention. So right now she's just the front runner.
But she's talking like she's the president.
Well, she basically is.
She's running the show, apparently.
She basically is.
Because he got COVID 3 times.
Yeah.
It put him out, and now he's in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to be clear.
And there's a nasty rumor that
Trump gets shot in the ear, and he's still.
There's a nasty rumor that he almost died here in Vegas.
Yeah, yeah.
But they had to divert the plane to like John Hopkins whatever medical center or something. I'm like, wow. So we almost had the president die in Vegas. Can you imagine that?
I don't want to say that I'd wish it happened like the other people did, because that would be rude.
Because you lose your job.
No, it'd be rude.
Look at all those people that said that they hoped that Trump would have died.
Nothing's happened to any of them.
No, yeah, there's a lot of them that have been fired. A lot of them have been fired for that.
You're fired.
Well, I haven't seen
for saying that that next time don't miss, just stupid stuff like that they put on social media. Me personally, no, that's not something that I wish upon. You know, he's still the former president of the United States, and as long as I'm an American citizen and I fought for this country just like you did, you
just don't vote like I did.
Yep, I don't vote. Jerry don't vote either.
Don't be claiming Jerry into this.
Why? He was in the service too.
Yeah, but he knows better.
He has as much as us two vested in this country.
He knows you have to vote.
Why am I going to vote?
It was your one vote is why Trump lost Nevada 4 years ago.
Dude, the last time there was a popular vote.
He lost by one vote.
The last time there was a popular vote, Trump won, but they gave it to Biden.
Yeah.
Right? So the popular vote don't matter. It's all about the electoral college. And we vote those idiots up there too.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Luna, she's a bomb. I like Luna.
I do too. From Florida?
Yeah, Luna's awesome.
She's very pretty too.
Yeah. That's not why I like her.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not. But I'm just saying she's a firecracker in there.
Yeah. She hammered that Chido chick from Secret Service.
So Harris was somewhere today and had that Stallion lady. She's like a rapper.
The Stallion or whatever.
What's her name, Jerry?
The Stallion something, right?
Oh man, I know it.
Something.
I can't think of it.
Something Stallion. So she's like a female rapper. She's the one that did that. Megan.
Yeah,
Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
She's the one that did that nasty video with Cardi B about the like bad areas and and all this stuff. Anyhow, she had her jacking the people up to call her out. That's
really?
The people. Yeah. So Trump had, about America and about, the
white supremacists.
Okay. I'm going to have to pick a new co-host soon. Oh, my gosh.
Didn't he have a white supremacist at Mar-a-Lago? He had lunch with a white supremacist at Mar-a-Lago.
Are you talking about the something boys or whatever?
The
back
Proud
in the
Boys.
day?
I don't think he was the Proud Boy, but he was definitely a white supremacist.
No, but I mean, when he had Lee Greenwood sing that song.
Oh yeah.
Like he has those songs, and then she has this female rapper who was basically twerking it out there.
And she developed a southern accent too. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like there was a lot of people there. I will say that. There was a reporter there that said that all these people started leaving after the
twerking. Stallion chick?
Yeah. That she is like the number one person and it was free, so they probably were there to see her.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
So once she was done, they're like, we're out.
I mean, I don't think people go to the rally to see Greenwood. I mean, they like his songs, but they're not there for him. They're there for Trump.
You think so?
They were there for not Harris. They were there for Stallion. But anyhow.
Well, I don't care about rap, so
I know.
I don't even know who the Stallion chick is.
So you wanted to talk about this recent shooting?
No, we're not done with the politics, are we? You started talking about Biden.
Unless you got something, I'm like, I think unless you're voting
All
for
I was
Harris.
going to say is that it's a close race now. Does that scare you?
No, I mean,
It doesn't scare you?
first of all, I don't think it's close.
The last time I
know
checked-
polls. I never believe polls because
No?
polls had Trump winning last time and he lost.
He did win popular vote.
I'm just saying, like, I don't believe polls, but I mean, maybe, I mean, they're coming out of the woodwork out of Hollywood, so they very well, I mean, they're doing, I mean, there was a video of even these white girls are coming out and saying, hey, we got to vote. You know, they all just want a woman and of color in there. That's fine. I actually think female Clinton would have did a better job than Harris.
No.
And I don't want her, but she definitely.
Definitely never Clinton. Definitely never.
I'm just saying, Harris is that bad that Jerry and I are
She's
moving
not
out
as
of
evil.
country if
She
she
is
wins.
not as evil as Clinton.
We're getting a
though.
house together in another country.
So am I.
Thailand.
Yeah, all three of
No,
us
no,
are going to
Thailand.
Thailand.
Costa Rica.
Somewhere.
Expensive.
Rich coast.
Thailand, we could live
So-
like kings on our pension.
Yeah, but they also have like extremists.
We're going to be extremists when we get there.
No, we're gonna be expatriates. Or what are they called? Patriots or whatever.
Expants?
Yeah.
Or something?
Expats.
Expats?
We're gonna share the gospel, though.
Yeah, there
Yep.
you go.
I'd do that. I'll go for that.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's just see if they even pick her. I mean, the one guy that won like 11 delegates when he was running against Biden, he came out and said, "Why don't I get I should get a chance? Because she got none and he got 11. So like, let him least. I can't remember his name, but he's like from South Carolina or somewhere over there. So why doesn't he even get a chance?
Yeah,
So-
that I don't know.
I don't know how it all
I don't know
works.
how that all works.
But and I
All
don't
I
care.
know is I saw the last polls I saw, they were like even, 42-42. I'm like, whoa, I thought for sure Trump had it in the bag once he got shot. I'm like, it's going to be 80%.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Fake
Did you see?
news.
Did you see earlier? I don't know when he did it, but he was at the like a black conference thing.
Oh yeah, they set him up big time.
Oh.
They said Harris was coming,
They say, yeah, and,
and
then
she didn't show up.
she didn't show up, and then they said he couldn't do Zoom, but she was gonna do Zoom, and then they didn't. He's right though. I gotta give it to him. He came out and
kept his-
said, but he came out and said, you know what? You didn't even say hi. How
I know,
are
that
you?
was pretty
You
funny.
came straight at me with all this garbage.
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. A first question. You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country.
I mean, towards the end, he kind of messed up.
I don't even
More
know why.
lies.
I get why he's trying to. Some of these, like when he goes on The View back in the day, I'm like, why would you even go on a show that they all hate you? Like you're just
Especially-
asking for trouble.
Yeah, especially not The View.
I know. So
Especially not that
yeah,
show.
But
But I thought he handled himself pretty good the way he answered. I was like, oh, all right. Point
except
for Trump.
except for the one when he was at the Christian conference and he said, you know, elect
I love
me,
Christians.
elect me, and you'll never have to
You'll
vote
never have
again.
to
And
vote
now the
again.
lefts are going nuts. My son texts me, see, he's going to do something. I'm like, oh my God,
He's going to become a dictator.
I said, if he was to do that, he would have did it the first time.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he tried.
No,
He sent everybody to the Capitol. He sent everybody to the Capitol to take it over.
He read what he said, but they shut down his Twitter. He sent out what he wrote, and because they were canceling him on all these media things, people didn't see that. But he was telling them, peacefully, be peacefully. We are a party of law and order.
Of course they're going to cancel him right before that.
So
they don't want him
whatever. But the right's or the left's going to believe that, yeah, he told them go in and break and kill people and steal something off of Pelosi's desk. Like, come on.
I think Elon Musk should run for the Democratic Party.
I don't want that guy nowhere near there either.
I'd vote for him.
No.
But I don't know that
Just
he wants
'cause you
to
own
be
a Tesla.
I don't think he wants to be a Democrat, though.
Hey, I don't care. Vote for him and then put him on the next spaceship to the space that he owns.
Yeah.
Go up there, be the first president in space.
All right. Well, enough of politics, I guess, for this episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So there was a
Go Kennedy.
Hey, he'd be better than Harris, man.
He'd be better than both.
If he could talk, okay, I remember. No.
Really? You're making fun of people that have disabilities?
No, he doesn't have a disability.
How do you know?
He just hits his throat but it's not, I don't know.
It's a disability.
All right, I apologize. I do not believe it's a disability. I think it's just like he's got a raspy voice.
He has a couple diseases.
Okay.
Like the whole sexual thing.
Oh, that recent one that came out. He didn't deny it, but he said
he's
he
like,
wouldn't
I guess I got to make a lot of apologies.
That's why you don't want to run for politics, man.
No.
They go
They'll
after
go
stuff.
all the way back.
They'd probably come after me because I BA'd someone in high school when I was on the baseball team when we were leaving the game.
You what?
I mooned the other team.
What did you call it before, though?
BA.
What's BA?
Where you show your
I know, but what does it stand for?
That's what they just
BA.
That's what they called it when I was back then.
We called it mooning.
No, they didn't call mooning when I'm a lot older than you, man.
No, you're not. 5 years.
I'm just saying, that back in my time,
Half a decade.
It was called BA. Bear at is what it stands for.
Oh, then you should have just said that.
I figured you'd know that.
Mine would be BB then. Bared butt. A lot better than
So they would probably come after me for that, and whatever.
They will.
Yeah.
And they'll say, "Why isn't he registered as a sex offender?"
So I'm not going for politics. So.
Yeah, I thought about it too, but I'm like, yeah, no. They'll probably.
You don't even vote. Well, you have to vote for yourself. Oh, I'm not.
But they'll
voting.
probably say that, like Trump will probably say that I wasn't even born in the United States.
I was born in East LA, man. I was.
Like he's done.
You
with,
weren't.
He's done with Harris. He's done with Obama. He's done with all of them. He even said that Harris wasn't even black.
Because she said she was Indian, like
this year,
a couple of years ago when she got to Senate. I think they tried to say she was the first Indian descendant to become a senator.
Half Indian or
her dad's black and her mom's.
So she is black.
But she didn't.
Oh, no?
But she didn't like claim that initially.
Like she didn't say I'm black. I'm black.
Instead of just saying I'm biracial or something, I don't know, mixed something. She said she went with the word Indian, like first Indian,
senator or whatever.
Senator and
see that shows you how
much. And then
much.
now all of a sudden that this is what a lot of the black people are saying. Now all of a sudden she's running. Now she's black.
Yeah,
she wasn't black till 3 weeks ago.
And I saw a lot of those articles, and I never understood why they were doing it because I don't finish reading them. But they're like, she's embracing her black now. I'm like, I thought she was always black. I never heard anything about India.
And there's a video out right now. There's a girl who's India, that had a TV series show, and she's doing a cooking class, and they had her on there, and the whole class was talking about Indian food, Indian, and she's like, yes. So I'm just like, I don't think I heard her say, but I'm black too.
Yeah.
Like she might now that people are giving her a bad time, but I don't know.
That's crazy.
She was horrible in California. She'd be horrible.
Oh yeah.
For us.
All you have to say is San Francisco. That's all you have to say.
And definitely anything Christian-based would be out the door. So I'm sure the gay community will vote for her because she said she was running for presidency from the drag show RuPaul. This is where she first announced it.
No.
Yes. Dude, you're not keeping up.
No, I don't follow
That's why
Harris.
it's crazy when you say you hate Trump so bad, but you don't look at any of the other guys.
I do. I look at Biden. He was terrible. And you can't say anything about Harris because she's been hiding under a rock for 4 years.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden that this guy falls out, now she's like, here I am. She hasn't even gone to the border yet. She'll probably get stones thrown at her if she goes there. But
Yeah. Crazy.
But
But she
it's
was never in
crazy.
charge of it, they said.
yeah, exactly.
I was never in charge of it, although
And that's
Biden said I was, but I never was.
And then that's what's gotten
And then
worse.
one media, it's funny when you listen to all the different media outlets, as soon as one says she wasn't the border Cesar, whatever they called it, SAR.
Czar.
Then this
Czar.
one says it. Then this one's, I think they get the same script and they send it to
The same writer.
all of them and they all say the exact same thing.
Group chat.
I'm just like, what the heck? So,
Dude, all I'm just scared of this border thing because you seen that new gang that's coming from Venezuela?
yeah.
Tren de Aragua? Those guys are like almost
How do you
as
say that?
bad.
Trenda Gula?
Tren de Aragura.
See, that's not.
It's Aragura train. They have a train tattoo or whatever. And they're supposed to be just as bad as MS.
And they're flying them here. They're telling them there, if you go to America, we'll let you out and you can go straight.
Yeah.
And they're coming here.
And they're coming
we're
here.
letting them. Now, I wish that under 40,
Take a deep breath.
18 to 40 would just realize what Biden did by opening the borders to everyone like that. Let's have them come. I'm all for it, but let's break it down, get them in. If you could figure out in a year that they're a good person, like there's got to be a way but
You
it's
have to
not
vet
the
'em.
president.
You have to vet
It's
'em.
not the president. It's this dang Congress or whoever House. They're the ones that got to come up with a new way to get them vetted, and it shouldn't take more than a year to figure.
No.
I mean, if we could figure out who was at the January 6th event, then we should be able to figure out if these are good people within a year.
Oh, it's easy. I could stand there and look
But
at
to
them.
just let 10 million people in is ridiculous.
Oh,
and
it's
it does not help.
terrible.
And the thing is, it's only hurting the Democratic cities who are already suffering because their mayors and governors are Democratic. But now the money that it's costing them, they can't even afford to house the people that live there. And now they're bringing it. Is that smart? Like,
Nope.
I would think as a president, you'd be like, let's see. If they're now asking me, if Chicago's asking me for $100 million more dollars, where am I going to get that? Oh, no, because I'm giving it to, Ukraine. But hello, like, I get fired up on this stuff.
All you have to do is look at New York.
And
The immigrant problem
everything is
there,
just such fake news.
the rapes,
everywhere.
the murders that have occurred since all this. They even attacked police officers in broad daylight, like all these immigrants that were there.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
One kick to a cop's head and only escalates from that point on. Seconds later, the men swarm around the officers already on the ground by this point, striking them both multiple times.
To me, it's
But hey, your guy did it, baby.
who?
Biden, your guy.
Not my guy. I don't even think he's human.
You see how tall he is now? He got they showed
I
some
told
videos
you.
of.
I told you
I
it's
think
his-
it's someone else.
It's
They did
his-
a fake
It's his
Kamala.
body double. It's his body
Kamala
double.
or Kamala. Apparently people are saying it wrong, but
Say President Harris.
no.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
I will never say that. Like her husband said, Trump. You can just call her.
Ma'am.
No, it was President, ma'am.
President-elect.
No, something like that. Her husband. Anyhow, all right. So we're off politics.
Yes, no more politics.
Till next.
Go Kennedy.
Till next week, but no, because stuff's gonna happen. We'll keep you guys updated if you don't watch video like he doesn't. He doesn't even watch our videos, so that's why we can't get past 66.
What are you talking
Because you're not
about?
sharing it with people. You gotta share it. And
share
say,
it with
hey, I
everybody.
just watched this. Send them a clip.
My sister's the one that keeps bugging me. When's the next one? When's the next one? And now I got more people. I think the last 40 people have been me. You're not out there saying, hey, come on.
I post it on Facebook every week.
Don't we have an Instagram page now?
Yeah. But
there you go. It's open, right, or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know how to add the clips and stuff. But yeah,
like, do you send friend requests or whatever?
Oh, yeah, I
don't do that other pinging thing, because, I mean, people kill people over that. You ping my wife or whatever in DMs. What is that called?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not doing that.
You know what I'm saying?
I've already deleted a few people that were women that wanted to.
Really?
Yeah, and of course it's fake, so I just delete. Hopefully he's deleted some too. But I've deleted
on the
yeah.
Really? We have girls that do that? Thank God I'm not on social media.
Yeah. So, but over the last week, another bad cop shooting.
Yeah. This one's terrible.
Every time we start, seems like doing okay, then some cop sets us back another 10 years.
Yep.
The boiling water one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sonya Massey.
So
the backstory is starting to come out now, though. How the cops were there the day before, and the mom called them. The mom called them.
Well, why don't you tell our audience, in case they don't know anything about it, like quickly about the.
All right. So
incident.
For those of you that don't know, who are under a rock like me, there was a shooting a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Right.
What city?
In Illinois, but I don't know the city exactly. But I know it's a sheriff's department. So there was a lady who's suffering from mental illness, and the cops had been there quite a few times before. So she calls them, says, hey, there's somebody outside. Come and check it out. So the two deputies get there. They check it out. They knock on the door like whatever it was, 4, 5, 6 times. She doesn't answer. It takes her a while to answer the door. Then she finally does answer. She comes outside. They have a little conversation outside. And during the midst of this conversation, you can see the cops are starting little red flags are going up like, hey, maybe she's not all there or whatever. So they try and do a deeper investigation. They ask her for identification, name and all that. They go inside. The contact officer, a deputy, whatever, he sees boiling water on the stove. He asks her to take the boiling water off of it. Right? And the sink is towards where he's at. So she's actually doing what he says. She gets the pot of boiling water off of the stove, and she's walking it towards the sink. And there's a pony wall there between the deputy and her. But then he gets all aggressive, saying, hey, drop it or don't come near me anymore. Starts issuing her commands. And as she starts to go down, that's when he shoots her in the face.
Steaming water. Away from hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in the face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot! Drop the pot! Drop!
And I guess it went underneath her left eye. And, she falls back. Then the other officer's like, hey, I'm going to go get the medical kit. And then from the video, you see him kind of make not sarcastic, but like a smirky remark.
It was sarcastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
more like a smirky remark.
Basically
like
said,
saying,
don't give aid.
Yeah, don't get it because she got shot in the face, dude, or something to that effect. And then after a while, he's like, maybe we should go get it. Now he starts thinking about it, and he's like, man, I think I messed up here. But a little bit on the backstory is this guy's been in 6 departments in 4 years. 6 departments in 4 years. He got kicked out of the Army after 19 months. Like, there's no contract that's 19 months. So he did something to get himself kicked out.
Is he charged with murder?
That I don't know.
I think he was charged with murder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's charged with first-degree murder.
I mean, even when he went outside, it's still rolling. He basically called her a dumb,
Yeah.
and then the B word. Like, he's still
still
shut up. Like, shut
up.
up.
He's just evil.
Yeah, he's just an evil guy.
And, first of all, you have these other tools on your belt. And even if she threw the water at you, it's like, he was far enough away that it may not hit him. Yeah, I guess it could, but is it really deadly force? Like some officers would maybe say it is. I'm saying, like, hello, you have the taser, you have hands on. It was like an older lady, like in her 60s or 70s, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's just, I don't know, sometimes I feel like their common sense just goes out.
Well, here's the deal. You don't even need your tools. In that case, you could have just backed out of there.
Yeah, I mean,
what is your reason for being there?
So some people are wanting to know why they even went inside the house.
Well, she called them because there was supposedly prowlers.
Right.
But she had done it before previously. And then the mom called the day before and said, hey, can you send cops out there? But send good cops. Don't send bad cops. And then I just don't want the cops to hurt her and all this. This is the day before. So they already knew that this lady was not all there.
Right.
You know, and these cops got there, and then if you're there for prowling and nobody's there and you already know that, and she didn't look like she was in need of medical attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not against the law to be mentally ill. So they could have just said, you know what, ma'am, have a good day. If it comes back or whatever, give us a call back. Why they went in and tried to further the investigation, that was their first problem. And then number two, she's coming at you with water. There's a pony wall. And I don't care what anybody says. Boiling water is not going to kill you.
Right.
Especially at that distance, it's not going to kill you. You can back up. You can move to the side. It's not going to kill you. Substantial bodily harm, depending, eyes, ears.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, maybe, but it's not going to be a burn where your ear falls off or melts off.
But it looks bad, again, because he's white, she's black.
Yeah.
So you don't know, did race
play a part in it?
I mean, nothing's come out yet that, like, he's made comments and maybe it was because of race. I don't know. It's just still stupid of what he did.
Yeah, I just think it's, number one, his attitude. You could tell from how he was speaking. And then number two, lack of training. Like, you got to know what can kill you and what can't. Like that.
Well, I don't know if it's always I mean, I know they're quick to say lack of training, but if he's getting training and he just went out of protocol, then that's on him.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to hammer
But
it
the
in.
chief did come out, or the sheriff came out and said that, they screwed up, meaning the department. So, of course the family's gonna be, make some money off of this because they're gonna sue.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I mean, it doesn't bring Miss Massey back.
Nope.
But
it all goes back to the same thing that's happening here, where they want to send like specialists, mental health specialists with the cops now. I mean, that would have been a perfect one for that.
But because the negative with that though is if they have weapons, things like that.
Well, that's what I'm
these
saying.
People aren't going to.
They had already finished the call. They were on their way gone.
Right.
So now, if you see that she's in need of help, now you call for the help. Don't go in there and try to be a psychologist. Because come on, what is a police officer expected to have to join the department?
Didn't
High
she
school
yell?
Diploma. That's it.
Didn't she yell something like?
Well, she did say to him, "I rebuke you."
So he, I think, took offense because he snapped
right after that. Yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't know my wife, who says I rebuke that all the time when I say, "I'm going to do this." She's like, "I rebuke that." I'm like, "I rebuke that." I'm like, so some people think she's crazy. Maybe she was a Christian and just saying, "I rebuke that because you're not going to put that on me" or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was either way around. It was bad.
Yep. And that's why law enforcement gets a bad rap, because of guys like that.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yep.
Absolutely ridiculous. But
yeah.
We'll see what comes out of it. He goes to jail, we'll be fine. If he doesn't go to jail, who knows? Probably more riots or whatever.
Yeah. But I think he was in trouble at the last department. Some sort of report.
Falsified the reports, yeah. They called him a liar. And the supervisor actually said, like, guys like you end up in jail.
Yeah. But, I mean, again, why are these departments hiring these people when they're – I mean, I don't know. When I was going through, the more departments you were at, you're not going to get hired because they didn't like that.
Yeah.
They wanted to see that you were there working. Like, why did you not pass your year probation? What did you do, right?
Especially if it's in the same area.
Yeah.
Because I could see if you came from California and now you're testing in Colorado or New York,
Right.
But this is all in the same little area, 6 departments in 4 years.
Yeah,
Like
I
that's
didn't hear that, but that is. I mean, I knew he did work for the other department, at least one other department, because I saw.
No, it was 6.
Wow.
That's like 6 in 4 years. Can you imagine?
He's not even
That's
making it
ridiculous.
through probation.
No, definitely not.
So it's story
time.
Story time.
And let's see. Is it your turn or my turn?
I have no
I
idea.
think I did the last one.
No, I think it was me.
I
No,
think,
it was you. You're
I think
right.
the first episode was you. Second episode
Yeah.
was me. So do you have one or?
Oh, I got a ton of them, and I know there was a comment about our years of experience, and we should have more cop stories.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but a lot of stories we can't share in the public forum.
You can't. I don't have
can't.
any that I can't share. 'Cause-
What?
No.
I have.
I just can't share, like maybe currently at my
Exactly,
job.
you can't.
But back home, my other stuff. I mean, that's all game. And next episode, I'm going to talk about something. So.
Oh yeah. All right, so this is a story where one of the times that somebody pulled a gun on me. Yeah, and it's only through the grace of God that I'm still here. But this is like probably got about 4 or 5 years on. And I was with my partner. We finished the call. We were off on Nellis because I worked Northeast in Vegas. So we're off on Nellis, and we're like, hey, let's go to Applebee's to go eat. That was our eating spot. So, you get behind each other, you start going down Nellis. And as we get close to Applebee's, there's this little warehouse area, like medical center type thing. And we see this guy. Mind you, we're working graveyard. So this is about, I want to say it's about 1, 2, 3 in the morning. There's nobody out. But there's this one guy standing on the sidewalk. Just standing there looking at us. And you see him from a distance, because you got to scan the surroundings, whatever. So I see him, and he caught my eye, like, why is this guy just standing there? There's no crosswalk. There's no cars. There's no other people. So as we get closer, and then all of a sudden his arm comes up, and he points a gun right at me, because I'm the first car in the lead. So as he points the gun, I'm like, oh, poop. And I just turn the car, and I aim it right towards him. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to take out my gun and roll the window down or even shoot through the window. There's no way. So all I could think of was like, oh, and then I just turned the car, head towards him. Well, and once he saw that, he dropped the gun. And then he takes off running into the medical complex there. There's a bunch of buildings there. So he takes off running, and then my car hits the curb, and that's the only thing that stopped it from keep going. Because they were lower back then. It was a Chevy
Impala?
Caprice Classic. Yeah, so it hit the thing, and then I get out, and I look at the gun, and it had misfired. So that's the only thing that kept the bullet from hitting me, was that the gun misfired. So then my partner parks in the parking lot, takes off running after him. We start chasing him around, and then we can't find him. He's like gone, disappeared. So we're like, man, where is this guy? Like, are you kidding me right now? And we're furious because he pointed a gun at me, pulled the trigger, and then he dropped the gun. Why he dropped it, I have no idea why. But he dropped the gun, we were able to recover it. So we're looking around. So then we call K9. And on Graveyard, it takes a while to get K9.
Because they're off?
Yeah, they're on call.
Okay.
What about the ghetto bird?
You know what? I don't even remember if the ghetto bird was there or not. But, yeah, ghetto bird trying to get me in trouble. So then we're looking. So K9 comes. And it happens to be the meanest dog we have at the time. X.
X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you.
Like, everybody was scared of X.
And his name was X?
That was the name of the dog, X. It was a German Shepherd. It was a big German Shepherd, too. This is when the department used to buy German Shepherds.
DMX was big?
So he starts, how they do their search. Your brother was K9, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. They do the quadrant search, whatever, and, somebody has to go with him because he's watching the dog. Right, yeah. So you're his eyes for the suspect. He's just watching the dog. So anyways, we come into those green, we come to like the last building towards the end of the wall, because it's a big complex. So we're at the last building, and we see this big old green trash can, those nasty ones. So we see that, and we're like, and then he looks at me, and I look at him. I'm like, nah, like, there's no way. And he's like, well, just do me a favor, just open it, and then I'll just have X jump in there, so he can search it. So I open the lid, and then those are steel, so it's not these plastic things. Open the lid, and X just kind of jumps in, and all we hear is the fight is on. This guy is screaming like a girl, and X is just tearing this guy up. And we're like, he's like, well, I'm not going to go in there and get my dog. I'm like, I'm not going in there and get your dog. And he's calling him, and X is not coming out. Like, X is like, this is my toy. He's done. So finally, another handler comes. So now we got like 4 or 5 people there, because you get on the radio and you're like, hey, we found him. He's over here. But it's like, how are we
being bit right now?
Yeah. How are we going to get this dog out of this thing? Because he'll bite anybody but his handler.
Right.
If you try to touch him, he's going to bite you. So it's like, what are we going to do? So finally, he kind of looks over, and then he kind of grabs him from like the collar or whatever. Mm-hmm. And this guy's big, though. He's a big cop. Tall, kind of muscular. So he's able to like get him off him, and then it starts pulling him up. And then he's like, help me. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm not helping you take that dog out. So his partner comes. They're able to take out X, and then we take this guy out, and we're like, oh my gosh, like this dude's torn to shreds. We're like, dude, we're gonna get fired, like, because I only have a few years on. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna get fired for this, but nothing happened. Like, he did his protocol. I'm not K9, so I don't know when you can release, when you can't release, when you put him in the trash can, when you don't.
Gotta have a felony.
Yeah, well, it was a felony.
Yeah.
Assault with deadly weapon on appeal, and then, when you could do that. Like, we didn't know he was in there. Like, the dog the dog kept going around it, but he wasn't like barking or anything. Sure. So he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw him in there, and he knows his protocol, not us. So he put him in there, and it was, I couldn't believe the damage this dog did. I was just like, wow.
So he went to the hospital?
Oh yeah. He spent like a week in the hospital before he even got charged or whatever. Well, he got charged, but before he even got put back to the jail. Wow. I was like, whoa. And X had bitten me twice already.
And you didn't get an award for it?
Huh? No. Got nothing for it. I got 0 awards my entire career.
Any IAs?
Oh, IAs, I got a laundry list. Huge.
Okay. All right.
Huge.
So another episode of that.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about anything I did.
That's internal affairs investigation, what an IA is.
Put it this way, me and the president of our union, really tight.
Okay.
I actually trained him. He was my trainee.
No wonder you're tight. The good old boy system.
Yeah. I did come in the early 90s, so that was policing was different back then. Like I said, this probably wouldn't fly now. The K9 being thrown in like that. No,
probably not.
It wouldn't fly.
A lot of stuff doesn't fly.
Yeah, like now they probably want you.
They're going after you 5 years after you shoot someone that was a good shoot, and then oh no, I think it's bad shoot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially if you have more than one, they automatically look at you after that.
Yeah.
But yep. So that was one of the times I almost got shot.
Dang. And it was loaded and everything when you checked it?
Fully loaded. What had happened was the bullet, I don't know
Did it double feed or something?
Yeah, like kind of double feed, so he had 2.
Yeah. Stovepipe.
No, not stovepipe, because the stovepipe, the bullet actually leaves.
So it was a double.
And then, it was like a double feed, but the slide was definitely back. Like, I don't know how he was able to do that, unless it was already like that.
Right. Well, the double feed would put the slide back.
That's what I'm saying. It was already back, but if you pull the trigger, the bullet's going to fly. So how is there a double feed now? There had to be one bullet missing. So I don't know, when he came up, it was already double fed because of how he had it in his waistband or whatever. But all I know is God was with us that day. The bullet didn't fly out.
And you weren't really following
No,
Jesus
we were
then,
two
right?
lanes.
No, I mean, you weren't really following Jesus then.
No, well, I love God, but it was only about me and God.
Yeah.
I didn't like organized religion. I didn't go to a church. I didn't do any of that stuff.
And that incident didn't get you to start doing any of those things?
No.
Okay.
I survived the military, and that didn't even get me.
I know.
I could tell
for
you
the
stories
listeners
about that.
to show that it may take a while.
It took a long time for me. took a long time for me.
So it's never too late.
It wasn't because I didn't believe.
Right.
My issue was I didn't think I was good enough.
Right. Okay.
But a couple churches in the last 6 to 8 years have shown me that, it doesn't matter what you think. We're all his sons, and he's going to accept us as we are.
Yeah.
And that...
What did he say?
And daughters.
And daughters.
Yeah, all right. Well, that concludes this episode. That was a good one. Again, like, comment, share,
and watch.
So until next week, peace out.
Peace. Have a good one. See you next week.